Here you go. Good job, buddy.
I was always interested in nature's underdogs. When I was a little kid, I did snakes and tadpoles, and when I worked at the zoo, I was the spider keeper. Bats was sort of a natural outgrowth of that. They're just fascinating animals, more than we hear. And I think I really got interested in them in college when I started taking animal diversity, and they were like, this is the second largest group of mammals, and look how cool they are. And that really kicked off my interest. To do wildlife rehabilitation of anything, it's like a calling. And you have to be pretty driven because you have sleepless nights and nobody pays you to do it. We toss lettuce off the deck down to them and they think it's great fun.
I don't know.
I can throw her that last tomato. So this is how they're housed in they're actually zippered dog crates. They eat a lot and they go to the bathroom a lot. So she is right up there. So you can see she's very dark. She's small. We want people to understand that bats are not evil or the harbinger of diseases. Let me just qualify that. So far with North American bats that have been tested, nothing. There have been no positive hits for COVID. So there's a lot of imagery associated with bats where they appear to be like, you know, a 4-foot wingspan and giant canines and sometimes some flashing red eyes to top it all off. And that's not that. We do school programs, libraries. So we basically go out and tell everybody how awesome bats are. So every time he opens his mouth, you can hear the click. And that's coming through the bat detector. They are the major nighttime predator of flying insects. The really cool thing is to be out at night and you can hear the bats even when you can't see them. If the bats weren't out there eating them, that would just be this enormous biomass of insects that are just there eating plants. This one is a tricolored bat.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
And they're called tricolors because their fur is supposedly banded in 3 different places. I can only ever see 2 of the bands. See how it's dark at the base and then gets lighter toward the tip. So she was supposed to be a releasable bat, but it turned out that she had sustained some damage to her tail and to one of her thumbs. She won't survive in the wild. Seems to, oh, sorry, hang on. It's hard to manipulate a tiny bat and a tiny mealworm with tweezers that are bigger than everybody. Hang on, girly. Let me find your bug. Hold on. Here, she might be done. Like I said, this is kind of new for her. Can we do that again, or you just had it? Are you just done? What's the matter? Sorry, I mean to smack you in the head there. Sorry. Oh, no, she might be done. Yeah, she's telling me she's done. Go on, sweetie. So we don't ever want to push them to a point where what's going on, you know, me trying to give her a mealworm and everything is just so negative. She was starting to nip, and I don't want to take her to that point because I want her to be happy about interacting with people, not people writ large, with a handler so she can do education programs. I'm just going to check under here. It would be unusual if anybody was under here, and they are not. So we're in the flight cage. This is where they come to acclimate to flying if they've been in rehab. And nobody there. And there's actually insects that come in because we run a UV light, and then they can practice on their own. They learn how to feed themselves, and they learn how to do all the maneuvers they need, and then there's a set of double doors right on the back side of the flight cage. We just open those at night when they're ready to go and close them at dawn. And our last release, which was just a few days ago, we had 18 leave the very first night that we opened the door. Always the priority is release and get them back to the wild.